And welcome, Hoosier Nation, to another edition of the Hoosier Sound-Off, recorded on Monday morning, January 6, 2019. I'm your host, Noah Freeman, and I'm here for your quick roundup of IU sports news. Let's open up with the good that happened this past week. The women's basketball program opened up their conference play with 2 wins against Michigan State and most recently Rutgers, who is typically a good women's basketball program. They are 2-0 in conference play and the only team left undefeated in conference play. That puts them in first place in the Big Ten as they take on 3 opponents in the next 7 days. This week they will take on Illinois tonight, who is at the bottom of the Big Ten, Purdue, who is 11-4, and travel to Iowa, who is 11-3. In other news, the wrestling team took part in the Midland Championships this past week. They finished with 3 players on the podium, the first time this has happened since 2013 in the event for the Hoosiers. The team, however, will take on currently the best team in the nation, Iowa, this week in Bloomington. Next up, it was not a great week for the men's basketball program. After a defeating loss to Arkansas just over a week ago, Hoosier fans hoped for a different level of play against Maryland this past Saturday when they traveled to College Park. After scoring only 20 points in the first half, with Joey Brunk and Deron Davis being the high scorers on the team at that point, the team started the second half coming back to give fans hope as the lead was cut to only 3. From that point until garbage time points in the final 4 minutes, the Hoosiers were outscored 35-5, and the lead for Maryland was as high as 30 points. The program and the fans are all searching for answers, and hope a few of those questions will be answered this Wednesday as the Hoosiers take on Northwestern, a team that is currently in last place in the Big Ten with a losing record both in overall and in conference play. Finally, the Hoosier football fans were also hoping for a bowl game victory this past week for the first time since 1991. The Tennessee Volunteers denied the 9-win season for Indiana, and the Hoosiers are still waiting for a bowl game victory as they have lost the last 5 straight bowl games. The last 3 bowl games, the Hoosiers have lost by a total of 6 combined points. To make matters worse, FBS teams were a total of 0-471 this season when trailing by 13 points or more in the final 5 minutes of the game. Tennessee became the first team this season to overcome that record by scoring 2 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The program has a lot of optimism going into next season, however, with the majority of the team coming back next year. Remember to watch us live Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. or subscribe to our podcast, The Hoosier Sound, wherever you listen to podcasts. If you like the transcript and links mentioned in today's show, head over to indianahq.com to check that out, in addition to all of our insightful articles. We will catch you next Monday, January 13th, for the next edition of the Hoosier Sound-Off. But, as always, thank you for listening, Hoosier Nation, and we'll see you next time.